welcome to this podcast. My name is Ferry and this is episode 1 of Change by the Week. Let me just briefly explain what Change by the Week is. It is something that I came up with to make changes in my life to actually find what I'm truly looking for, which is my ultimate happiness. I used to think that my true happiness was being successful, having a great career at a big corporate, having lots of stuff, a big house, a nice car. Until I actually lived that life of that corporate lifestyle, with traveling abroad, with working long days, having a great salary, but no family time, no time at home, until I finally got into a burnout. I wasn't able to work. I felt really bad because I really wanted to work, but not the way I was working before that. So in 2016, I made the conscious decision to quit my job and start my own business. And it's 2019 now, so it's been more than 2.5 years of running that business. And I fell into the same trap because I was just running, and it wasn't really a rat race, but I was still chasing success. And I was chasing, I think, the wrong things. Until I recently came to the conclusion that I was giving up family time, I was giving up free time, and I was giving up time at the gym and fitness to chase success. But I didn't really know what my definition of success was, and when is enough enough? When are you successful, and when are you going to go back to that lifestyle with family time and free time? Which made me think that I didn't need to actually chase success. I need to start chasing feeling happy and feeling right about the things that I was doing. And I came to the conclusion that to me, being successful equals being happy. And I don't mean successful in the sense of having a lot of stuff and having a lot of money, but I mean being successful as in feeling great. So my definition of happiness, if I find my true happiness, I will feel successful. I think that's a great definition for me. But running my company is something that actually costs me a lot of free time and family time, just in making my own rat race and chasing the wrong things. So recently I came up with making changes. I thought I needed to actually chase happiness rather than success or money or wealth or whatever. And that made me think of the Change by the Week, because I know that making big changes at once, throwing everything out of the window, only leads to relapse, because there's just stuff that you got used to, things are in your comfort zone, and it's okay to step out of your comfort zone, but not in everything at the same time. So that's why I came up with Change by the Week, making small changes, sometimes big changes, but always conscious changes, always by the week, because I want to monitor what's happening. I want to see the effects on other things happening. For example, if I change something in my personal life, if I change the time that I get up out of bed or the time that I go to bed, that influences my sleep cycle, my food cycle, my family time. So I want to be conscious about every decision I make, every change that I undergo. So without further ado, I am now officially chasing happiness. No longer success, no longer money, no longer stuff. I'm chasing and I'm looking for my ultimate happiness. And in order to find that happiness, I need to make changes just as long until I feel I'm really happy. And maybe I still need to make changes once I feel really happy, because you want to maintain that happiness. And sometimes things happen that you just need to change or control. So the first thing I did, and this was my big realization that I needed to change things, was I needed more family time. Like I said, running my business took up a lot of time. I also want to maintain my health. I go to the gym at least 4 times a week, which means that my family time was basically zero, because I had work all day, a part of the evening, and then it was gym time. So I also wrote this, so check out the links that I'm providing, because you can read the blog which state my old schedule and my new schedule. So the first change I made with the main goal, create more family time, because family time to me it contributes to me feeling happy, because I like spending time with my family, with my spouse. So the first change was shifting the way that I actually use my time per day. we all have 24 hours. That's a given, and we cannot change that. I personally cannot add hours to the day. As much as I would love to, it's impossible. I can't. So the only thing that I can do is actually change the way I use the hours within those 24 hours. So I need to make changes in that space of time. The problem was that I got up at a specific time, then I got used to having breakfast, going to the office, doing my work, going home somewhere between 6 and 7, getting home, eating dinner, maybe do a little bit of work again, or sit down with my spouse just real quick, and then go to the gym because I used to work out between 9 and 10:30. Come home, take a shower, and do some more work, and then go to bed at like 1 at night. So that didn't really leave any space to create that family time because I used up my 24 hours and everything was used, but not efficiently. But the problem was that I thought the only way to change this is to move my gym time, because that's the only thing that I can actually move, or shorten my work hours, but I need those work hours because I have work that needs to be done. So the only thing I can do is take my gym time and move it to the front of the day rather than the night. The only problem is that if I get up at 7:30 and I need to get ready and I need to go to the gym, I'll be at the gym at about 8:30. And that's kind of late because if I work out for an hour, it's 9:30 before I'm home, and I need to take a shower, I need to have my post-workout meal, I would be at the office at 12. But I didn't want to miss dinners at night because that would mean that I would stay at the office even later. So the change I needed to make was get up earlier. And the problem with that was that I always thought that I wasn't a morning person. I'm an evening person, a night person, a night owl. I wasn't able to do work in the morning because I'm not a morning person, so I don't have strength in the morning, which basically prevents me from working out. Plus, I just can go to sleep early because I'm a night person. So those beliefs were stuck in my head because I truly thought that I wasn't a morning person. But I said the only way to create more family time and really keep my working hours, because I need those, I need to get up earlier. So I decided to get up at 6 in the morning, get ready, have some pre-workout meal, and then go to the gym and make sure that I get there when they open at 7. So I can work out between 7 and 8. So I could be back before 8:30, eat, take a shower, get dressed, go to the office, and get to the office before 10 in the morning. Because if I work till about 6:30, and I get home at about 7, then I still have the rest of the night to spend at home with my girlfriend. Because now I had my gym time, which is very important to me. I had my work time, which is also important to me. And if I want to do some extra work, I can work from home and at least be there. I may not be sitting on the sofa watching TV, but I'm there, and we can have small conversations, we can have small chats, we can interact with each other, we can have a drink in between work. So it just allows me to create more time and still maintain within that 24 hours, because that's the only time that we get. So I did that for a couple of days, and it was quite easy, to be honest. The easy part was the mindset, because I really, really, really wanted to change. It was from within, which is my personal motivation. So it is easier to change if you want to change rather than people telling you to change. And because it was my own decision, I got up in the morning. I said, I want to do this. I need to get out of bed right now. I was able to wake up at 6 when my alarm went off, which is quite good because I wasn't able to do that before. So I got up at 6. I was really motivated. It was Monday that I started, Monday last week, and it went really well. I had a great workout. I knew that I wasn't performing on 100%, but that was also due to the fact that I ate earlier. It was earlier, and my workouts always were at night after quite a heavy dinner and some protein. So obviously I wasn't going to perform 100%, but I accepted that because I needed to get the hang of working out in the morning. The second day was good, but then I got quite severe headaches. And I started to wonder why I had those headaches. And I thought, okay, maybe it's because my sleep cycle is off right now, because I am used to being a night person, not a morning person. So maybe that's where those headaches are coming from. But then I tried eating something high in sugar and the headache disappeared. And I thought, okay, maybe I just boosted myself, had another cup of coffee, so I also had some caffeine. Maybe that's why I'm feeling better. Wednesday came and my headaches were worse. And they were quite severe, and they didn't go away, even with eating some sugar. So I started to wonder what those headaches were coming from, because I was still able to get up in the morning. I was able to go to bed at the right time, between 10:30 and 11:15 at latest, but that was not lights out, but that was like just falling asleep. But that couldn't be it, I thought. And then I thought to myself, like I said at the beginning of this podcast, if you make one change, you make multiple changes, because everything basically affects each other. So meaning that if I used to get up at, say, 7:30 in the morning, I would eat breakfast at 7:30. So my body was used to eating at 7:30 and then going to the office. My commute is quite easy, so I don't burn a lot of calories. Now I get up at 6, so that's an hour and a half earlier, which doesn't only affect the way I need to eat. Because I work out, I need to eat differently, because I need high energy for working out. But I also need to adjust the way I eat lunch, because I get up an hour and a half earlier, so my body is going into a different rhythm for sleeping, but also for eating. So on Thursday and Friday, I started to mix my eating habits. I kind of shifted to eating a bit more after my workout to bridge the gap between my workout and lunch. And I pulled lunch forward with about 30 to 45 minutes compared to what I usually do. I'm not it's 12 o'clock I need to eat, but I usually eat between 1 and 1:30. So I decided to move it up a bit. And that actually helped, because my body just needed to adjust to a different rhythm. So it's not just getting up earlier and going to the gym earlier, it's going to bed earlier, it's eating earlier. But also, I needed to adjust to the fact that I was now recharging at night rather than just keeping in like always on mode. Because I used to work, go home, eat, work a bit more, work out, go home, work, sleep. Like it's work, sleep. And now I actually have time to do some relaxation at night, which gives me new ideas, which gives me new impulses. And it's just overall making me, I think it's calmer is the right word, because my head doesn't feel like it's always on. And the biggest complaint I had, besides not spending time with my family, is not being able to think deeply. Not think about the work you have or your emails or how to reply to something, but like think in a deeper way with extra meaning. Like, okay, what am I going to do next? What is the purpose that I have? Why am I doing specific type of work? Is it because I love doing it? Is it because it makes easy money? I don't know. I wasn't able to think on that type of levels. And now, because I was relaxing and I kind of had the feeling at 9 at night that I've done my work. I worked out, I had my hours of work, I finished everything I wanted to finish. Now I can relax rather than I finished my work, but I need to go within 15 minutes or else I'll be late for my workout. So I took away a lot of stress, which I personally created, and I added some family time. So I think that's a great note to conclude this first podcast of Change by the Week. It was a week of change. Just one single change, which is shifting my night and my morning routine, impacted so many things. but in a positive way, because like I said, I am enjoying my extra family time. I am enjoying the fact that I can relax at night, but I'm also enjoying the fact that I get up in the morning at 6 before everyone else gets up, and I'm actually walking towards the gym before 7 in the morning while everyone else is still sleeping or snoozing. And I am already going to do my first work for the day, which gives me a head start. It gives me a boost. I feel energetic. I get energized because I've already worked out, and it's 8 when I leave the gym, and I'm not even tired. I'm just really, really pumped, which also puts me in a great mindset for the rest of the day, because I can use that energy and I can use that momentum to kickstart the rest of the day, make phone calls on my way back, check my email while I'm commuting to work. I'm just in a very nice state of mind where the energy comes naturally, rather than needing to motivate myself every few hours. Like, okay, keep on going. You can work out tonight if you still have enough energy, and if you don't want to spend any time at home. I'm being kind of sarcastic, but that's the way it was, because I was giving up free time, I was giving up family time to work on myself, something which I actually did the entire day. So again, to conclude, making a small change in the times that I work out, the times that I go to sleep, the times that I wake up, influences my life in a positive way. And I think this is a great first, quote, small step in order to find my true happiness.